on, but a youngster is in action on the undercard here tonight. It's Barry Hughes, 21 years of age, from Glasgow. 7 wins out of 8 so far, but great chance for him to prove that maybe he can follow the likes of Jacobs, Watt and the rest. Opponent's Gary Flear from Birmingham, a regular on the circuit. Let's rejoin Mike Goodall.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue our boxing, sponsored by Skelly's Motor Stores and Glasgow City Council, with a lightweight contest of 4 3-minute rounds. Presenting and introducing, firstly, in the red corner, wearing the black trunks, fighting out of Birmingham and weighing in at 9 stone 8 pounds, holds a 39-fight professional record, 25 wins, 4 wins by way of a knockout, with 13 losses and 1 draw. Introducing Gary Flear. And across the ring, ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, wearing the blue trunks and coming from Glasgow, weighing in at 9 stone 11.5 pounds. From his 8 professional contests, he has 7 wins, 6 wins within inside the distance and 1 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Braveheart Hughes. Your referee, Mr. Victor Loughran, the timekeeper, Mr. James Russell, and this is 4 3-minute rounds.
Hi guys, we've got a clean contest, no illegal punches, no illegal use of the head. When I say break, I want you to stop boxing and step back. Best of luck to both of you.
Well, let's take a look at Barry Hughes, the 21-year-old from here in Glasgow, who has won 7 of his 8 professional outings so far. He has Braveheart emblazoned on the front of his blue shorts. He's up against the sometimes awkward, but now really just a journeyman in Gary Flear, the 34-year-old from Birmingham, from the Norman Nobbs camp. Can prove difficult to fight Flear, and Hughes can be exciting. He's had a couple of very quick wins, one in 41 seconds, the Des Souden of Plymouth in June last year, and one in 66 seconds, so don't blink here. Break.
Well, Hughes is shaping up as one of the brightest young prospects we have in Scotland at the moment. He's definitely going to be an attraction, he's definitely going to be exciting, but probably his main fault is just a little bit too intent on being exciting. He wants to get everyone out of there at the first round, but certainly a bit of talent there.
He's got 6 of them out of their 6 knockouts on his record. And the Gareth Dooley lasted the distance. Will Gary Flear?
I would say this could possibly be Hughes' toughest test. Flear very experienced, a little bit awkward, southpaw as well. So it may take Hughes a round or 2 to get close here.
Yes, can be tricky to fight. He turned pro in 1984, Gary Flear. When he was 19, he was pretty decent in the 80s, but that was a long time ago. And against this up-and-coming little possible star here in Glasgow, we'll see how well he can do. Catches him on the counter.
See, Hughes wants to spend the first round or so just learning how to land punches on Flear. Forget the power at the moment. He just wants to start solving the fellow out, find out how to get close and how to get punches. He's winding up every shot here.
His all-action style as he comes forward. Really good time for Scottish boxing at the moment, and they have high hopes, the Alex Morrison stable, of young Barry Hughes.
He's showing a little bit of patience now as the round's running on, so that's better. He just wants to take his time against this fella. This fella's very awkward, very experienced.
A man who's seen it all before, hasn't he?
Yeah, but you don't want to be wasting too much energy against these fellas, because these fellas who are known to go the distance. You don't want to lose your strength for no reason. Hughes just a little bit wild in the first round, just too intent probably in pleasing the crowd. But he settled down as the round went on.
Here's the second in the 9 stone 9 lightweight division, absolutely buzzing in Britain at the moment with British and Commonwealth champion Bobby Vanzy, who had that win over Stephen Smith. Smith found controversial, to say the least. There's Colin Dunn, Billy Schwer and Michael Ayres. Wonder how long it will take for Barry Hughes from Glasgow here in the blue shorts to get amongst those sort of names. Obviously a long way to go yet, but he's had a good start to his professional career, winning 7 of 8. The only defeat was in his debut.
And by all accounts, I think that's a fight that should have gone his way. But I think he realises how awkward now Flear is. He's calming down a little bit. He's doing a bit more thinking than he was doing at the start of the first round. So this is better for Hughes now.
Starting to catch. Flear clean. Barry Hughes. The crowd here enjoying this one. He sold some tickets. They do love someone with this sort of style, don't they?
Yeah, he's definitely going to be an attraction. He obviously just wants a little bit more experience. He still has a fair bit to learn. But certainly a fair bit of potential, a fair bit of talent there. Just as you see, he's so keen on scoring the knockouts. He sells a lot of tickets, and I think he wants to keep the fans happy. But as I said earlier, it's going to take a couple of rounds to start landing cleanly on this guy. He's very experienced, very awkward. But thankfully, Hughes is showing a little bit more patience now.
Flear does have that sort of hunched up style with a high guard. Just leaning over in that southpaw stance. Lost only a couple of his first 20. And then retired, but that's a little right hand. And it's being counted. Was it a knockdown, Jim?
That was a beautiful little punch, little short punch. I think Flear was expecting to back off from the clinch. Lovely punch, so he just wants to take his time here. There's the power, he can do it with the one punch. Just take his time.
Just a little sneaker, wasn't it, that crept through?
Yeah, that shows that he has natural punching power. It wasn't a swing. He didn't set himself, just a nice little jolting right-hand shot. Beautiful punch.
Some blood now to the nose of Gary Flear. And Hughes knows he can hurt the Birmingham man. Just holds, waits his moment before pouncing again.
See, that's what makes him so exciting. He has that natural punching power. That was a beautiful shot that scored the knockdown.
A big round and a big breakthrough for Glasgow's Barry Hughes. And there's Gary Flear sitting rather dejectedly on his corner. Let's have another look, Jim.
See, he's just a little bit too eager. That was a beautiful shot. You can see it hardly travelled 7 or 8 inches. A beautiful shot, just natural power. Up the shot came, bang on the chin. That was a beauty.
A lovely little right hand. And earlier on, you can see it was starting to get through then.
Yep, he's tending to bank on single punches. I just want him to concentrate a bit more on his boxing. I mean, you're going to move up in class as time goes on. You want to be learning the business, not rely on big punch all the time.
Third round of a good learning fight for Barry Hughes. Again tries that right hand on Birmingham's Gary Flear. In the black trunks, fighting out of the southpaw stance. 34 years of age, he's had 39 fights. He's been retired a couple of times. It's been an on and off career for Gary Flear. Did have a points win over Chris Saunders, who went on to be the British welterweight champion, but very much going through the motions now. But a good learning fight for Hughes.
Yeah, well, at this stage in his career, it's a good match. But he has the power to hurt Flear, so he just has to settle down and think about how to get the punches home. Don't think about power until you're actually landing the shots. The trouble is, now that Flear's been hurt, he's thinking even more defensively, so he's going to make it more awkward for Hughes.
Just try and stay in with the Glasgow man, who looks physically bigger and does have that power, as we saw in the second. Again goes for the right hand. This time the Flear guard goes up. Is he looking a little bit too much for it, though?
Yep, the problem is Flear knows what's coming now. He's showing patience on the outside, but as soon as he makes his initial move, he's kind of lunging in, trying a single right hand. Flear, experienced man, he sees it coming, he's just tying him up now.
Has lost his last 4, Flear. 7-round defeat to Stephen Smith. He took Bobby Vanzy the distance back in '98. Vanzy from Bradford, the British and Commonwealth champion, eyeing a fight possibly with Michael Ayres. Really exciting division, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, it's a good division. Good division. I mean, it'll be a little while before Hughes will be thinking about the top names, obviously, and he's just starting off on his career. But this is a real good test because Flear is very experienced and very awkward, and he's shown him a lot of problems here. I think Hughes maybe become a little frustrated. Boxing at home, he wants to look good, and he probably feels at this moment he's not looking good, but you have to remember this guy knows the business. This is a real good tradesman he's in with.
That's it, he knows he can hurt him, but he can't get through now, so what does he do?
Well, there's things you have to do. When you're in with an awkward opponent, the first thing you have to do is show him a feint, little threats, and see how he reacts to that. Force him to make the first move, but Hughes is not doing that.
Welcome back, and on the left of your screens, Barry Hughes, on the right, Gary Flear. And as you can see, Hughes has had much the better of this contest so far. Here's the final round of 4 9-stone-9 lightweight division. Barry Hughes, the 21-year-old local favourite from here in Glasgow in the blue trunks. He had Gary Flear down with a short right hand in the second. Flear's had his defence up, but that one went through, another right hand, and Flear went down, and he's having the count. He's on one knee. He rises to his feet. Doesn't look too interested on going on. Can Barry Hughes stop Flear here in the final round? It'd be a good one, wouldn't it, Jim?
Yeah, that'd be an excellent stoppage win on his record. But again, it was the right hand from nowhere. He didn't work it, he didn't move into range, but it was a beautiful punch when it landed. See, he has to learn, he has to force this fella to make some mistakes. He's stalking really without pressurising him, so he's not forcing Flear into making mistakes and giving himself some target. But another nice little night's work, another step up the ladder, an obvious win, whether it's points or whether or not he'll manage to force a stoppage here.
Again, trying to break the defence down. Flear looked a little wobbly when he rose to his feet, but he's an old pro and he gained his composure. Got those gloves back up. Has he got the energy to see this little 4-rounder out?
Well, you can see already that Hughes is definitely going to be an attraction. He's going to have to develop his left hand a little bit more, the jab and the hook. It's getting the job done at this level, the right hand, but he's tending to depend on it too much. It's getting him on top again.
And the referee wants to see no more. Gary Flear hit too many times with that right hand. That's what did the damage. And Barry Hughes notches a 7th stoppage win. And that was impressive. He waited and caught Flear time and time again with the same punch, Jim.
Yeah, and a stoppage victory over Gary Flear at this stage in his career is an excellent result for young Hughes. And he's marching forward. A little bit to go, a little bit of practicing to be done in the gymnasium, but a lot of talent in there, a lot of potential. See, the power is natural. You can see he's tending to wind the right hand up a little bit. The best punch was the first knockdown, where a little punch came out on its own. A little bit wild, but a beautiful shot and a lot of power when it landed.
Here we can see it again, Jim.
Switching from body up to head. But he's just a little bit off balance. Flear was pushing him back here, but it shows even when he's off balance, he has the power to drop an opponent.
And that left hand just dropped to Flear, didn't it, at the crucial moment?
Yeah, but there's always the chance that the big right hand was going to get through. Hughes was throwing a lot of right hands. He just has to tighten up and tidy up a little bit. As I keep saying, a lot of potential there.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute 40 seconds of the fourth and final round, the referee has stopped the contest. Gary Flear in no position to continue. The winner, Gary Hughes. And appreciations, please, to the opponent, Gary Flear.
21 years of age. Glasgow belongs to him. Whole world in front of him. Good luck in his pro career, but it's going to get a lot harder, isn't it, Gary?
Yeah, he's a young kid. He's unbeaten. He's there. He's wanting to learn. Again, it's a good stoppage for him. Flear's been about for a very long time. Knows how to survive. He's went in there. He's done the business, and he has everything to look forward to. But he has to go in and learn his trade a little bit sharper than that.
He does have this weight of the Glasgow public behind him. Now, I know they can't get in there and do it with him, but it does help if the people like you.
Oh, of course, I mean, when you're in there in your own hometown or shouting and bawling behind you, it gives you another gear, it gives you a wee head start, it gives you that wee edge in the ring, especially when you're in fighting in your own backyard.
Top of the bill is next.